the day I die.
Hi guys, what is going on? Is Desire here, and today guys I'm going to be making a completely different video, not something I've done before. Now guys, this is not going to be a glitch video, this is going to be a very much legitimate tips and tricks that you are not exploiting the game in any way. This is literally just going to be my top 5 classes currently in Black Ops 4. So guys, when I've actually been looking at other people play, other than the people that are again really high up in the leaderboards, I feel like a lot of people struggle with picking good classes in this game because sticking all of the most what seems like OP attachments on a gun doesn't always make it the best, seeing as though sometimes you really just need to make sure you have the drop and you get the first couple of bullets in against people, because I feel like obviously the time to kill in Black Ops 4 has gone up wildly, so it's very difficult to find classes that you can melt multiple people with at the same time, on core anyway. So guys, I'm going to be splitting this video into 2 parts. The first 5 classes are going to be my best core classes, and the second 5 classes are going to be my best hardcore classes. So guys, remember, if you try one of these classes and it doesn't work for you, that might be just because you have a different sort of playstyle to me. I am very aggressive in my playstyle. I will always push objectives. I always like to play aggressive. This results in me getting very high score per minute, lots of kills, and obviously sometimes quite a lot of deaths, and basically I'm just trying to average my KD out at about 2. So guys, these are my top 5 classes for core in Black Ops 4. So guys, these are not in any order, however the 5th class on every single section, so the 5th class of my cores and the 5th class of my hardcore are going to be the classes I use the most on hardcore or core. So guys, we're going to start it off with the Auger. Now this gun is incredibly powerful when used correctly, so you have to, this gun is only really going to be good for those of you that have a very solid headshot aim. Now I take the Auger and I take reflex sight, long barrel, high caliber 1 and high caliber 2. This allows you to pretty much 2-shot anybody to the upper chest and higher at almost any different distance due to the long barrel. This makes this gun incredibly good for holding objectives. It's not the best gun to go that aggressive with, so therefore I only use it on certain maps, maybe like militia and maps that are just kind of a little bit more open. Most of the time I'm using things like submachine guns and assault rifles that I can very much push heavy objectives with. So guys, you're going to see a pretty similar sort of perk and gear layout for my core and hardcore classes. I always run stim shot on core, just because although I really do love the ComSec device, I feel like because you get shot so much and manage to survive so much on core, being able to stim yourself back up to full health much quicker than any other gear is just such a big advantage that you really need to take a hold of. So guys, I always use stim shot on all of my core classes. And you're going to see a very similar perk setup. I always use scavenger, I always use ghost. Then depending on if I have a 4th attachment here, I will run or will not run cold blooded. So guys, that is one of my first class. Let's go ahead and jump straight into the second one. Now the second one is the Titan. I'll let you guys will know right now the Titan is pretty much dominating a hell of a lot of domination games because people just camp with it. Personally, I'm not a camping person. I like to rush objectives and then try to catch people as they're coming out their spawn, because with the Titan, especially with these attachments I've got, which I have got reflex sight, extended mag 1 and 2 and quick draw, it just allows you to rush towards a spawn, just get aimed in and just hunker down and just spray at people as they're running out of spawn when they least expect it. This gun is incredibly powerful for doing exactly what I just described. It's not so great for close range gunfights and game modes like hardpoint. However, if you're playing something like domination and you cap the B objective and you immediately run towards their spawn, this is going to be the type of gun you want to go for. So again guys, as I said, very similar, stim shot, scavenger and ghost. Now I do actually have another slot I didn't realise, so I'm going to go ahead and add cold blooded. So that is my Titan class guys. Now jumping on to the third class is going to actually be the Mozu. Now I feel like this is going to be the least used class in this video by other people, because the Mozu is a very specific gun, should we say. There's a very specific way to use it. If you don't use it in that way, you are going to have the worst time with it. So guys, the key thing to my Mozu class is going to be the Skull Splitter Operator mod. Without this gun on core it's pretty useless, in my opinion anyway. So guys, I've got the compact scope, which allows you to just get maximum accuracy, speed loader because otherwise it takes 6 years to reload, quick draw just aiming a bit faster, and then of course Skull Splitter. So guys, you've got to hit headshots with this. If you are not comfortable being able to very quickly aim for the head. Do not use this class, guys. Go ahead and sell something else. This is only for people that find it very easy to hit headshots. I don't know what it is about this game. I don't know whether it's just my connection to the servers or something. I find that headshots land very well in this game, which is another thing that allowed me to get dark matter relatively quickly. But yeah, guys, if you feel like you can hit a ton of headshots, make sure you use this gun, because right now, if you hit consistent headshots, this is probably one of, if not the best gun in core Black Ops 4 right now. So as I said, guys, very similar: Stim Shot, Scavenger, and Ghost. We do not have the extra room because, of course, Operator mod takes up 2 slots. So guys, my custom 4 is going to go ahead and be the Vapor. Now, this class was even more overpowered before the actual Vapor nerf came in. There was a small nerf to the Vapor, however, it still absolutely shreds. This is a class that I tend to use quite a lot of the time in sort of mid-range maps on game modes like Hardpoint and Domination. So guys, we're going to go ahead and take a long barrel, rapid fire, high caliber, and fast mags, just because I feel like you get into the gunfights, you have the rapid fire and the high caliber to allow you to do maximum damage, and then you manage to stick in a cheeky reload before you actually find the next person. And of course, we do take Stim Shot because also you're going to have taken damage from that first gunfight, so you want to make sure you can heal yourself back to the full health before you meet another opponent. So guys, just as always, very similar perks: Scavenger and Ghost. I have considered messing around with some perks here and there, however I feel like because I do like to go on kill streaks, you know, I don't want to have to be looking around and picking up other people's guns, because I like my classes the way they are. You know, a lot of people say that they don't take Scavenger, they just pick up someone else's gun. It's like, well, haven't you created your class to perfectly fit your playstyle, which is what I've done? And if you have done that, then surely you don't want to be picking up someone else's gun that suits someone else's playstyle, which a lot of the time they don't match to mine. A lot of people play very casually, they don't play too aggressively on this, so a lot of people's gun setups do not match my playstyle. And that is why I always make sure that I have Scavenger. And then Ghost, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've been noticing Ghost seems to be a bit shit from covering the UAVs. I don't know if it's just me, but I seem to get pre-fired when UAVs are up even if I've got Ghost on. But anyway, I take Ghost just to help try and cover me that little bit. So then guys, my final class, now this is a class I use most of the time on core right now, and it is the GKS. This gun is incredibly strong in the game right now. Go ahead and take a long barrel 2, grip, and extended mags, and you are just going to be shutting people down for days. So guys, I use this mostly on the game mode that is out at the moment, which is, I think it's Endurance Chaos Mosh Pit. Not sure if that's the correct name, but it's basically the game mode that has TDM, Domination, Hardpoint, and Kill confirmed, and the score limits are doubled. I'm using this on the Hardpoint game modes. I'm searching mostly exclusively for Hardpoint on this game mode, just because pretty much every game, if I have at least a decent game, I'm dropping at least 100 kills with this gun. That's not including score streak kills. If I get score streaks in, I can be dropping 130, 140 kills a game just using this class setup alone. So guys, as always, Stim Shot, Scavenger, and Ghost. Now guys, if you do not play hardcore, then this next section of the video is not going to be very useful for you. However, if you play hardcore only, this is going to be the bit you have waited for. So guys, my custom 6 is actually going to be the Swordfish. Now I feel like this one's going to be quite a surprise for people. Why does dark matter look so different on the Swordfish? I've only just noticed. The fuck? It looks sick on the Swordfish. Anyway, yeah, so guys, I'm taking the Swordfish just because pretty much one bullet of the 4-round burst can quite often end up one-shotting people on hardcore. So when you're 4 bursting at someone, you've got a pretty good chance of dropping them before they even get a chance to react. That added with the quick draw and quick draw 2 allow you to just aim down sights pretty much instantly with your reflex, and then you can go ahead and drop enemies at range as well by sticking a long barrel on. So this is a very strong class. Now guys, on all of my hardcore classes I pretty much take ComSec because I mostly play hardcore, team deathmatch, and domination, and the way to win those really is to just get your streaks near the start of the game, those streaks being UAV, attack chopper, and strike team, and that allows you to just dominate and completely control the game. Whilst you've got those score streaks in, the enemy team will struggle to do much just because of how powerful they are in hardcore. So that's why I always end up running ComSec on hardcore, just because it does give you that a little bit of, you know, a boost towards getting those streaks earlier. So you guys, as same, Scavenger and Ghost. I feel like Ghost is even more important on hardcore. I've just realised I've got secondary gunfire here, I'm not sure why. Scavenger, Ghost, and Cold-Blooded on this class. So you guys, to jump over to my custom 7. Custom 7 is actually going to be the KN57. Now this gun is surprisingly strong. Now a lot of people don't really use it. Everyone that I see running around with assault rifles tends to run around with the ICR. Personally, I prefer the KN just because I don't know, I just find it to be, seems to give me less hit markers, and I prefer the aim down sight time. Now, obviously that is helped by the quick draw attachment. So guys, we're going to go ahead and take quick draw, grip, hybrid mags, and extended mags, just because this allows you to just keep on spraying and keep on laying down enemies. Then again guys, we've got comsec device, and we have got scavenger and ghost. So guys, moving on to my custom 8, it's actually going to be the Hades. Now, I'm sure some people are really going to hate the fact that I use the Hades, however, you really can't not use it on hardcore right now. It is so strong, just because if you don't manage to aim down sight in time, the hip fire on this thing is absolutely ridiculous. So by sticking laser sight on, you can start shooting before you even manage to aim down sight, and most of the times you'll have actually killed the enemy in front of you before you've even managed to get the scope in. So guys, this combined with rapid fire and hybrid mags allows you to just spawn trap like an absolute bitch. Now guys, this is probably going to be hated by a lot of people, but this class is absolutely ridiculous in the game right now. I'm pretty sure there's going to be enough LMG and nerf, at least a hardcore anyway. They need to change just some of the bullet damage so that it's not quite as powerful in hardcore, because this gun in hardcore is very, very powerful. Again guys, we've got comsec, scavenger, cold-blooded, and ghost. So guys, my second to last class is actually going to be the Maddox. Now, I think a lot of people are going to be surprised that I haven't put an ICR class in here, and it's just because although the ICR is good, I think people kind of just use the ICR at the start of the game, decide that this must be the best gun in the game, and never really experiment with any other weapons and don't actually test anything else out themselves. They just see everybody using the ICR and they're just like, well, that must be the best gun then. When you take the Maddox, stick a reflex silent for accuracy, fast mags, quick draw 1 and 2, then you aim in so fast I'm surprised the gun doesn't actually go through your face. Now on a hardcore, you guys know that it's all about reactions, so therefore being able to aim in much faster than your opponent is going to be a huge benefit in any gunfight. This combined with the pretty decent damage output, you do not get too many hit marks with this gun, it's normally a one shot. It just makes it a very, very deadly weapon. Of course guys, comsec, scavenger, cold-blooded, and ghost are going to be what we're going to take there. So guys, finishing up, my most used class on hardcore right now is the Strife. If you guys have not tried the Strife on hardcore yet, you are missing out on one hell of an overpowered gun. This thing is actually ridiculous guys. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you the class I take. I have experimented a lot with the different attachments in this, and I've settled with this, which is reflex sight, long barrel, quick draw, and extended mags. And to be honest, this thing very, very, very rarely does not one hit. It is so fast just to aim in and just be able to snap onto targets. Probably the best gun in hardcore right now, especially if you've taken some time to play with it and get used to it. You are going to be able to just drop people like they are nothing. I think that my highest kill streak right now, or gun streak, is 20, which for someone that plays domination and plays for objectives, that's not too bad. I haven't actually tried going for a nuke or anything like that. I got the same game that I got that 20, I also got my kill chain, and it was with this Strife class. It's so easy to use. I wasn't going for kill streaks, I was just going for domination wins, and I ended up dropping a relentless and a kill chain pretty much at the same time. So guys, obviously taking that with the comsec so you can get your streaks in. Then we got scavenger, cold-blooded, and ghost. So guys, that is pretty much going to finish up my top 10 classes in COD right now. I'll probably update that in the future when different weapon balances come in, because I'm sure that give it a month and there's going to be a weapon change, and these classes will not be the most overpowered ones, in my opinion, anymore. So yeah guys, I'll keep updating this. Make sure you drop a like if you actually end up using one of these classes. But other than that guys, I'll see you in the next video.